A lawsuit not going to bring Patrick back, but the public needs to know what this doctor did.
A family grieving after their loved one was lost at the hands of a doctor they say never should have been practicing. Now they're searching for justice through a civil lawsuit.
This raises the question, when you're rushed in to see a doctor, do you know who it really is who has your life in your hands? Brianna Smith's been digging through allegations and found some startling details about this doctor's past, a story you'll only see here on 7 News. Brianna.
Gordon, when Patrick Kelly went into the Union Medical Center ER for a severe allergic reaction, he thought he would be treated and sent home. Instead, his bride was forced to leave the hospital a widow, and her lawyers say it all could have been prevented.
Did you think when you took your husband to the hospital that day that you would be going home without him?
No, I didn't.
Leila Kelly now walks through life alone, her husband of 15 years gone, after a severe allergic reaction at the Union Medical Center.
So it rocked on, rocked on, rocked on. He's just getting worse.
This lawsuit claims that Kelly's life could have been saved multiple times over, but that a temporary doctor, Hani Saror, failed to do so, eventually needing to perform a procedure to open Kelly's airways. Records show that Saror needed a little help that he found online.
He went back into his office and started watching a YouTube video to do another type of procedure that was much more complicated.
If he can go on YouTube and look up a procedure, I went on YouTube and figure out how to program a remote control to my car. Do that qualify me to be a doctor?
It's that claim that caused lawyers Jonathan Harling and Robert Dodson to dig deeper into Dr. Saror's past, finding that he'd been arrested in Virginia for misdemeanor assault, pleading guilty, and eventually spending 20 weekends in jail. Details that were outlined in this 3-page letter to South Carolina Department of Labor and Licensing.
What we find is that LLR apparently took no action against him. I can't find anything that indicates that they even took this seriously.
A search of Saror's doctor's license shows no mention of the arrest, which these lawyers find concerning.
Any patient would want to know, has my doctor been accused of a serious crime? You're not talking about a minor traffic violation, but a serious crime like this.
Meaning the next time you walk in a doctor's office, you may not know the whole history.
Shouldn't be working in an emergency room. He shouldn't have never even made it to Union, to the emergency room.
Spartanburg Regional, who now owns Union Medical Center, said that Dr. Saror has not been with the hospital since this incident last March. We reached out to the temporary company who employs Saror about their procedures for background checks, but so far we haven't heard back from them.
I hate to ask what may be a dumb question, and I get that the lawsuit says this doctor should not have been practicing in the first place. But the fact that he goes online and watches a YouTube video to get advice on how to do a procedure, is that automatically wrong? I mean, does that automatically not something a doctor's allowed to do?
They say that this was wrong because there were other people in the room who said, let me step in and let me help, and he refused that service and also went online to do that, and that this should have been a procedure that he knew how to do.
I get it. All right, yeah. Brianna Smith, thank you.